Hello and welcome back to another Star Citizen video. First thing first, this is a re-recorded for day 6 IAE2954 because I made a misinformation mistake, okay, and I have to correct it. And especially if I manage to get the materials officially, okay, that's the main reason why this is a re-record. And you know what? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and that's the best part of it. Someone pointed out in the comment that about the pioneers, a little bit question about the pioneer, and it got me thinking. One of the biggest thing is like it is a little bit no sense. I'll put this way, yeah, it doesn't make any sense to nerf the pioneer because the pioneer's price tag is crazy expensive, and it should be the best of the best in my opinion. So yeah, small little misinformation. And I did say, all right, so I'll put it up front and center. I did say you cannot build the largest building, and that is the space station. That stands technically true, but not true because the Pioneer does able to build. Okay, this is the key thing. It enables you to build the structure that you can build the space station, and that was the misinformation that I think I did said it wrongly. So I need to correct that, and I have to amend. So this would be the video. So I'm going to go through some of the brands much faster this round, so bear with me a little bit. So this is IAE 2954, day 6 re-recorded. We're going to take a look at the industrial brand in Star Citizen. And of course, PSA, very simple. You do not need to buy any of this ship with real money. All you need is a discounted starter pack. By now you should know already, right? But no. All you need is a starter pack in order to enjoy Star Citizen. What's better than a discounted I'm not gonna edit. The best part about this is I try not to edit anything. Although I get tongue twisted right now because in my head it's all about Pioneer, 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 fix the Pioneer information for you guys out there. Okay. So you only need a starter pack in order to enjoy Star Citizen. What's better than a starter pack? A discounted starter pack. And that's it. Okay, and I think I saw an information somewhere that CIG has raised a $750 million. That's a lot of money. Yes, that's the reason why I have to do this PSA, because lots of people will say scam Citizen. In a way, I do see where they are their point of view from, which is true. $750 million. Eesh. Yikes, that's a lot of money. All right, so that's that. And before we begin, like, subscribe, hit the notification button and help this channel grow. And of course, I will start off with the first thing is Kruger Intergalactic. And we have two ships from Kruger, which is the P-52 Merlin and the P-72 Archimedes. This two ship is an easy skip in my opinion because it comes packaged with the Constellation series. In this case, the Constellation Andromeda, you get a free P-52 Merlin. I don't think it's a free, it's already packaged, okay? And the P-72 Archimedes is packaged with the Phoenix, or rather the Constellation Phoenix, and that's it. And of course, they are known as snub fighter or snub ships. So these ships, or this category of ship does not have quantum jump, and you cannot explore planets. Okay, you need a mothership, and that's the reason why I don't recommend at all, even though it's a ship. Yep. Next up, we have Grey Cat Industrial. Now, Grey Cat in general is a industrial brand, and in this case they start off with the Grey Cat PTV, which is not an industrial vehicle, it is a buggy. Yeah, but then they grew, right? They grew into a industrial brand, which is nice. So the PTV, $15, again, vehicles, easy skip. Easy skip. So we have the Grey Cat Rock and the Grey Cat Rock DS. And this two vehicle is the only mining vehicle available for you guys. The difference between the Rock and the Rock DS is solo driver, one driver and one miner. The only good thing about the DS is that if you want to mine a little bit more, then the Rock DS is great. But two person to mine more, is it better to have two vehicles? Now, two vehicles is much more expensive, that's for sure. But at the same time, the Rock DS is slightly bigger, so it only fits not many ships versus the Rock. The Rock can be carried in many small, I'm not saying smaller ships, but more ships can carry the Rock. And because of that, some of those ships are a great ship because they can carry the Rock. That's how I put it. So that's that. And last but not least, we have the STV. Since a lot of brand has now having their own vehicle, well, since the Grey Cat started off as a buggy, then I think it's a no-brainer for them to have a proper vehicle. And in this case, they have the STV. Again, vehicle, skip, just get it in game. It's always nice to have flavors, but if you want to spend real money, yeah. Next up, we have Argo Astronautics. Now, Argo Astronautics is the tried and true industrial brand for Star Citizen. We're going to start off with the ATLS, which is an exosuit or a power. I'm going to say it's not a power armor, as much as I want to say. But by having the ATLS, which means the developer now have the data and basically the knowledge to build an exosuit. And the one that I'm waiting for is a Titan suit. Yes, same name, Avenger Titan, but we have a Titan suit, and that guy is a military combat suit. So that would be awesome, or in this case, exosuit. So the ATLS is a industrial version, not say industrial version, is the first exosuit in the game, and it is it is a utility suit, right? It has a tractor beam. That's the best part. Tractor beam. Unfortunately, it comes only with 120 months. 120. Sadly, it's an easy skip. Price tag is not great, right? Truth to be told, I wish the ATLS is much cheaper. In fact, it should be, in my opinion, $25 to $30. Like that's like the high end 25 to 30. In fact, I would say it should be like 15, 20. You know what? I think 20 is the perfect price tag. Because if you look at the Grey Cat PTV 15, and because it's an exosuit plus a little bit of what do you call this? Stuff, tractor beam. How do I call this? Functions. Yeah. So $5 per function. It has a tractor beam, and yeah, there we go. Next up, we have the CSV SM. Now we have two versions of the CSV, and SM is basically a truck. Another one would be the CSV BL. I don't know if they're gonna call it BLT, right? Which is a build, I think. So that would be the one that you can build small little structures, and that's great. The good thing about the CSV SM right now, according to what I have, okay, do note this is a concierge version, so yeah, maybe you have access to it. Hopefully you have access if it's the non-concierge version, because this guy comes with lifetime insurance for $40. And in this case, anything less than $50 is considered LTI token for me. Of course, the perfect one would be $30, $30 to $35. In this case, $40, still good. Still good with lifetime insurance. If you do see a lifetime insurance for the CSVSM, then that will be the best LTI token pick. And the reason why you want to do this is you want to upgrade to more expensive ship, and more expensive ship, you want to come with the best perk. Also note that it is not a deal breaker if your expensive ship does not come with LTI. Okay, let's put it this way. It's nice to have, not a deal breaker. For me, that's my requirement. My requirement to get more expensive ship. Talking about expensive ship, we have the Argo Mole at $315. This is a multi-crew mining ship, and arguably, okay, with a little bit of steps taken, you can actually kinda solo mine on a mole. At $315, is it better than the Prospector? Let's take a look. All right, so the more can you can mine up to, not say 3 times more, but up to 3 turrets you can use as a mine. You can use to mine. So is it 3 times better than the Prospector? Not really, but still a little bit. I would say twice. Okay, twice better than Prospector. In this case, the price tag kinda sits. Do note it is a size 2 mining laser head, so which is better than the Prospector already. And that's about it, right? Multi-crew mining ship, great ship if you have friends who just want to chill and mine rocks. Yeah, but $315, upgrade your way to more expensive ship. That's how I do it. Next up, we have the MPUV series. All right, so start off with MPUV cargo, which is cargo. MPUV personnel, carry people, and MPUV tractor. Now, because of MPUV tractor, I would say the cargo is like kinda obsolete. Kinda, okay, but not. Now, one of the big reason is this MPUV tractor carries container, whereas the cargo, you still have an interior that you can place boxes. And what if the boxes that you carry that the tractor cannot mount on, because this is a container version, then that's the cargo's, I would say that's where the cargo comes in. But then again, most people who are gonna do hauling doesn't really need a cargo. They need containers, so the tractor kind of wins in a way. Also, do note that the MPUV series, the hull does not come with a quantum jump, so it's the same thing as the P-52 Merlin and the P-72 Archimedes, which I'm going to call them a snug ship. So that's that. Next up, we have the Argo Raft. Now, the Raft is on a weird position. It is a ship that I like aesthetically, but I don't have a purpose for it in my fleet if I were to do even cargo hauling, because we have better ships out there, namely the Freelancer Max. The only thing that the Raft is better, obviously, it is a cargo container ship, whereas the Max you can mix and match. And that's why the Max is a little bit better, because it can carry container and it can carry vehicles. That's the odd part, right? That the Raft is, which is hard to recommend. And to top it off, it's not really a good daily driver because its weapon armaments is just not that great. Yeah, but aesthetically, I love this ship. So it is on a weird position. At $125, you have better alternative. That's how I put it. Next up, we have this SRV, also known as Search and Rescue Vehicle. Now this, recovery and rescue, right? I would say search because it has an S. No, recovery. It's a recovery vehicle. It's a space tugboat. Let's put it this way. Space tugboat. Sadly, we do not have a gameplay that requires you to retrieve a whole ship. So the SRV is like not yet, not ready for prime time. With $165, this is a specialized ship, which is the price tag I would say is probably around that ballpark, like the Prospector single seat 155, the Vulture single seat salvager 175. So the SRV tugboat 165. Hey, it's there. Until they introduce a game mechanic whereby I can, if I retrieve a whole entire ship, I get a better payout, or I get a payout if I were to retrieve a ship, then yeah, for now it's just roleplay, right? If you're stranded out in the wild in space, then and you have no fuel, well, the SRV can come and help you out. Maybe that's the gameplay right now. And I think that that's the intended gameplay, right? You get stuck somewhere out there, SRV comes, instead of refuel, right, pull you back into base. Or if your ship gets destroyed, but it's not completely destroyed, the SRV can just tow back to the space station and then repair. Done. Bang. Boom. Yep. All right. Next up, we have no, we are all done, right? Next up, we have Consolidated Outland. Now, the Consolidated Outland brand started off as a starter ship site, and it grew to I won't say it's an industrial powerhouse, but it is the manufacturer's best tool. That is the one that I need to fix. Okay, Luckily, I got the information wrong, and the Pioneer still stands supreme as the premium base builder out there. So one of the biggest mistake I did say, and I'll repeat again, I did say the Pioneer cannot build the largest building. That is technically true in a sense, because you can't build a space station with a Pioneer directly. However, you need the Pioneer, or the Pioneer can build the key construction building to build a space station. That is the critical information that I have to put it out, and I have to amend that. Yeah, just to be safe. And of course, I have official information for it. Until CIG changes this information, this will stand true. The Pioneer can build anything. Yeah, for now. Yeah, I hope it does, all right? Because you're going to pay a lot of money for the Pioneer, and I don't see why it should not. And of course, there are small little information tidbits that I kind of missed out on the Pioneer. That's the reason why I think it is warranted for a whole entire re-record for this anyway. So we're going to start off with the hover quad. It is a ground vehicle. Looks like Consolidated Outland is one of those brands out there that felt left out. So there we go, $30. Now, $30 for a hover quad. If this comes with lifetime insurance, perfect. When it was introduced, I picked up a few because I have a few expensive ships that I want. Next up, we have the Mustang Alpha, which is the best starter ship out there. Sure, the Avenger Titan is the best starter ship, but in terms of starter ship, a tried and true starter ship, there's only two ships that fits this requirement. The Aurora MR and the Mustang Alpha. The Mustang Alpha obviously has better cockpit visibility, cooler shape, and I love this ship a lot, right? Previously, before the Mustang Alpha rework, it has two main issues. Number one, cargo issue. A lot of people hates the Mustang Alpha because the cargo was broke. The cargo bay was broken. So, Number two is that, actually I don't think that's number two. You know what, to a certain degree, the old Mustang Alpha or the old Mustang series has a very weird access or entry, which makes people a little bit frustrated, which I partially agree, because I kind of like the old entry for the Mustang series. Yeah. However, even with the rework as well, there's one critical thing that lots of people were complaining on, which is cargo boxes. However, this is all fixed with its new droppable cargo bay, which is great. And yeah, it fixed most of the problem, if not all. So yeah, Mustang Alpha, best starter ship, and it's cheap. The problem is the price. Not the problem. The best part about the Mustang Alpha is the price tag, $30. Avenger Titan, $60. Next up, we're going to take a look at Mustang Beta. The Mustang Beta has a bed and livery in it, and I think that's the reason why the Mustang Alpha was not the best pick compared to the Aurora MR. The Aurora MR has everything except a good cockpit visibility, all right? So in this case, the Mustang Beta wins. However, more expensive, $40. Next up, we have the Mustang Delta, and this is a pew-pew version or a light fighter. It was the cheapest, I think it still is the cheapest light fighter, $65. But it's not the best light fighter, unfortunately. Right, got dethroned by the Anvil Arrow, in my opinion. And last but not least, we have the Mustang Gamma. Now, the Mustang Gamma is a racing ship. Also note there is another Mustang called the Mustang Omega. However, that ship is kind of locked on the, it's kind of I call it a paywall. Right? That is a tried and true paywall, because you cannot buy the ship outright. You have to buy something else in order to get the Mustang Omega, which is painful. It's a sought after collector's item for sure, but because the Gamma performs the same as the Omega, the only difference is the skin color, then yeah, not much of a difference. In fact, no difference at all. At $55, the cheapest racing ship out there. And because of the new rework, the Mustang Gamma actually flies very, very good. Very, very good visibility as well. So yeah, one of the best cheapest, actually the best cheapest racing ship. Next up, we're going to take a look at the Nomad. Now, the Nomad is, I'll call it the advanced starter ship, okay? At $80, it's much more expensive, the Avenger Titan. But what does it do better than the Avenger Titan? Basically, cargo. The Nomad can carry a Grey Cat rock. And because of that, the Nomad is much more of a wholesome starter ship versus the Avenger Titan. The Avenger Titan cannot carry a Grey Cat rock. I think you can kind of squeeze in a Dragonfly Black. I know you can squeeze in a Pulse. That's for sure. Yeah, no, just Pulse on the Avenger Titan. Yeah, so in this case, the Nomad is much better in terms of an everyday ship. So this is the first daily driver ship on the list that I can recommend, and it's cheap enough to get it if you want to pay real money. But if you don't, in-game, still cheaper than most of the daily drivers out there. Yup, so that's the best part about Nomad. And here comes the big boy, the Pioneer. And this one, I need to amend all the information that I've talked previously. For those who have watched my previous video, the biggest thing that I need to fix is the Pioneer can build every single building up to XL, extra large. And that includes the base structure to build a space station. That is the biggest thing that I need to amend. Because previously I did say it cannot build the biggest building in the verse, and yeah, it's technically not true. Oh no, it's practically not true. Technically true, practically not true. Because you can't really build the space station outright, but you have to build the supporting structures to build the space station. So technically, practically, it is the best, the biggest, and it's XL. So I'm gonna bring up some information for you guys, some screenshots. So there we go, the screenshot. How do we start building? Okay, so I'm gonna just put this back a little bit, right, to make sure that it is from Citizen Con and it is a video. It's much better than a screenshot. I just mute it for the sake of it. So supply bay constructed by the Pioneer. Supply bay constructs space station. We don't care about the gray box. So there we go. All right. So basically this whole entire platform needs the can be constructed with the Pioneer, and of course you need more stuff. So this is the part that I would say, not to say I got it wrong, but I think I have to put this information out there because people will get it wrong if I say, oh, you can't build a space station with a Pioneer, or the Pioneer can't build the biggest stuff in the verse, which is, yeah, that's the key thing. All right. But still, the Pioneer can build the base stuff. That's the whole idea. Now that's that. We're going to take a look at the next screenshot for the Pioneer, which is important. So for the next screenshot is we want to take a look at the Pioneer stats, and this is the part where it is critical. Because of the new rework, I did say it has ground extractors, which is great, but the one I missed out is you can craft small ships and vehicles, which is crucial for people who wants to make a decision to jump into buying a Pioneer. Capital components, it is a capital ship now. I think it was as well. Okay, so nothing about this part that has changed. 1000 SU cargo capacity, not bothered, because if this is a construction ship, it should carry more than that, or at least a lot of stuff. Okay, able to craft small ships, has 4 extra large construction drones. There we go.
You can start.
Oh, I need to mute. Okay, so that's that, and of course we have a little bit of kind of gray boxy for the Pioneer, which is nice and sleek, I have to admit. And it has a bay that can fit a Dragonfly Black. That was not Dragonfly Black, Cutlass Black. That was the promotional video, and I think it still stands true. So that is the biggest amendment to the video for day 6, and I think it's critical. I have to do it. Yep. So now we're gonna go back to my opinion, and I think this one still stands true. I have decided that I will not get the Pioneer due to one critical factor. I do like it. I do want it, and I think previously I did mention that I want to try to get it, but I think I had enough of the F5 wars. I had enough. Ooh, oh, ah, so tempting right now. Oh, $825. Wait a minute. No. I mean, it's still okay, but oh no. it. Dang it. I know this ship will go up in price once it's released to what? When it released in 1.0 somewhere within, when you can start building your base. But $825 is too much of it's too much. It's too much. So one thing that I did say is one of the most critical factor why I had to drop the Pioneer is that I cannot upgrade to the Pioneer. That means I have to pay a sticker price of $825. And that is even though the Pioneer is the best, and I would say it because of the not say the new information, because of the amended information, and I think it's still true, even though with the misinformation that I said. It is still the best mobile, industrial mobile base out there, which means I can just pick up and go. If I find anything nice in terms of resources in another place, pick up, go. Easy. And because it can build every I would say every planetary planetary structure with its XL, unless CIG says there's an XXL. And yeah, then that means the Pioneer can build almost anything. Almost. Except the space station. Oh my goodness. Oh. Yeah, no. I've decided. I've come in terms and I've decided. It needs an LTI. If I'm gonna spend $825, it must come with an LTI insurance. Oh well, that saves me some money for me to buy other internet spaceship. And with that, that's the end of today's day 6 recap, amended, edited video. So yep, the Pioneer is in a way still the best. It should be, in fact, the best base building vehicle. With that, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and help this channel grow. Until then, I will see you guys in the next video, which is day 7, which is Drake, and it would be dropped pretty soon, pretty soon after I get this thing up, and it will be the next one. So there we go. Until then, don't yeah, already done that. I'll see you in the verse and fly safe. Yep.